Hey, this is Andrew Brown. In this video, I want to just take a quick look at AWS Firewall Manager. So AWS Firewall Manager is just a way where we can centralize all of our security management for our firewalls, which is pretty straightforward. There are some requirements. Your account must be a member of an AWS organization. Your account must be the AWS Firewall Manager Administrator. I'm pretty sure that if you're an admin, you have access to everything, so that should not be much of an issue here. You must have AWS config enabled for your accounts and regions. So there are quite a few requirements. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to log into my other account where I actually have AWS config configured, because I don't actually have it configured in this account. And we'll take a look at this again. So just give me 2 seconds. All right, so we're logged into another account where I actually have stuff running, and we'll go ahead and type in firewall again. And we'll make our way over to AWS Firewall Manager. So if we want to turn this on, there's a lot of options here. Now, the other thing is that I don't really want to turn this on because if you look at the price here, it's $100 per month. All right, so we're just going to dip our toe in and take a look at what we can without causing any spend. And if I have a $100 spend, Baco's going to get mad at me. So we'll go ahead and create our administration account. Again, we haven't created a policy yet. So that is now there. So it might take some time to propagate the changes in your org. Check the settings page in a few minutes for that. Okay, well, we have settings over here, and I guess we're waiting for that administrator account, and now it has appeared. So that is good. AWS config should be enabled in this account. AWS config can be region specific. So I am in North US East 1, so this should not be much of an issue. But normally when you have AWS config, you can turn it on if you don't have it turned on. So if I was to go to another region, let's say Paris, right? If we go here, normally there's like a one-click setup to get started. There's also the a CloudFormation YAML template you can download, which I kind of prefer. I mean, they might both do the same thing. I'm not sure. But yeah, so we'll go back to getting started. And so we'll create the policy. And again, I don't want to create one because I don't want the cost, but I just want to show you what options we have. So notice that we have AWS WAF, WAF Classic, security groups, network firewalls. Let's go ahead and choose security group. Then we have security group policy types. So apply security groups to specified accounts. That sounds good to me. We'll hit next. And then we can name the policy. So my policy, my expensive policy. And then we have some rules. So identify and report when a security group created by this policy becomes non-compliant. Disassociate any other security groups from the AWS resources with the policy scope. Distribute tags and primary security groups to the security group policy, etc., etc. Then down below, we have policy action. Identify resources that don't comply with the policy rules. So I'm seeing lots of synergy here with AWS config because it must be using that for compliance. Notice that we're not seeing any security groups here. I'm just going to go ahead and select them all. There we go. And we'll go next. And now we have policy scope. So include everything in this account. Yep. And then we have our resource types and things like that. So that looks good. Automatically remove protections from resources that leave policy scope. We can leave that alone. Oh, I guess we have to select something. So we'll just say EC2 here. And we'll go next. And then we have our policy tags. All right. So we've defined our rules. So I imagine that these rules would create AWS config stuff. But again, I don't want to create this because it's really expensive, but that gives you an idea of what you can do. Imagine if we went here and choose a different service, we might get different things. Let's go here. And yeah, it looks very different. I wasn't expecting it to be very different. Yeah, so it looks like every single service it has completely different looking policies. So we can go ahead and look at WAF here now. And yeah, just totally different. Okay, so that's cool. But yeah, hopefully that gives you kind of a peek into the AWS Firewall Manager. And I'll see you in the next one, okay? Bye.